So in light of this whole controversy regarding Nogokpo, and you know what the news is about, I just decided to do a little reading and asking around because there were so many myths out there and misinformation, and I needed some clarity. And so after reading and asking, I came to the realization that Nogokpo is not just a shrine. Yes. So Nogokpo is actually more than a shrine. It's actually a settlement. It's a village, or let's say a town, where people hail from. They equally live there. So just as I can say, oh, maybe I come from Osu, I hail from Osu, I hail from Bremai, I hail from this, I hail from all those things, someone can equally say that they also hail from Nogokpo. And someone will also want to ask, I actually asked, how did the name Nogokpo come about? So according to history, I stand to be corrected on this, but Nogokpo was actually founded by Togbi Saba, and Togbi Saba was actually a native of Agbozume. He migrated from Agbozume after a misunderstanding between the people back then. This was sometime in the 1800s, so none of us were born then. Yes, he migrated from Agbozume to the modern day Nogokpo. And how did the name come about? So when you get there, whoever came to meet him there, he was the only one living there, obviously, and whoever came to meet him there, he asked this question: are you willing to live here peacefully? And in Ewe, it goes like, "Eno gekpoa, eno gekpoa." Yes, are you willing to live here peacefully, or are you willing to live here crime-free? So things evolved, and that's how we arrived at the name Nogokpo. So when you hear Nogokpo, it's just a phrase like "Eno gekpoa." Yes, are you living to live here peacefully? So I was equally shocked when I heard the name. So contrary to what you were thinking back there, it's actually a peaceful town. They don't like trouble like that. So let's back to business, back to the matter. There is actually a shrine in Nogokpo. Yes, that is a famous shrine like that. That's what people do. But the name of the shrine itself is in Nogokpo. I think it's called the Big Shrine or so. And in that shrine, there's an arbitration court. So I think the popularity stems from the fact that, people tend to misinform others about what goes on in this arbitration court. So I heard stories, I heard things like, oh, when someone owes you money, you can just go there, they will dole out the money to you. Or sorry, when someone steals your money, you can go there and they'll give you, they'll replace the funds, they'll give the money back to you, and then they'll deal with the person separately. Apparently, that wasn't the truth. So that's what goes on there. After asking, I got to find out that when you come there to report a theft, yes, the priest or priestess, whoever's in charge there, would summon the suspects in this case. All the parties involved. They will summon, do their own investigation. They will ask about it. Oh, so and so says you took money from this. Is it true? If you deny, no, I haven't taken anybody's money. They go like, are you sure? He still denied, and they say, okay, if there's the situation, we can't find out the truth in the situation, then let's leave it to our God. And their God, who happens to be the thunder God. Yes, Yoruba, I think the people of Yoruba also have one. I think that's a Shango. Shango. Yes, and Scandinavians call it Thor. So they leave the matter in the hands of their God, who I think is called Zakaja. I stand to be corrected. The name is Zakaja. Yes, to settle, to spiritually claim that money and settle the matter. See, when they leave matters into our own hands as humans to settle, see how we go about things. And imagine a matter that is being settled spiritually. You know what's going to happen. So I think that's how all these, untruths and myths tend to spread. But hey, Nogokpo is not in the business of, just being a shrine. It's a town, and the shrine in that town is not in the business of doling out money to whoever comes to report that their money is missing. Not at all. So we all stand to be corrected on that. We live to learn every day, as I say, and so it's not wrong for you to learn or find out some truth in there. So it's just good. And the thing is, back to the arbitration court thing. The reason why people say, oh, they kill a lot of people, it's not really about killing, no. But I learned that when the matter is dedicated to their God to settle, he's going to claim the money spiritually. And how does that happen? There are repercussions for all of our actions. Maybe it's a thunder god, so when you're struck dead by the thunder, you're the one who committed the thing is dead, though. But you have family. Your family have to show up and pay still in order to, curtail whatever chain of reaction your actions have brought about. If not, the wahala continues. So, for me, I learned a lot. I got to know that Nogokpo is not just a shrine. It's actually a town. And there's much more to that town than just the shrine in there. And the shrine doesn't, they don't go about killing people anyhow. So I hope you learned something too. We learn every day, as I say. If you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe or follow my page and channel on YouTube. Thank you.